Welcome back. Nearly 9 years ago, the world came to know of a local pastor and his extraordinary wife, Amanda, who was murdered along with her unborn daughter during a robbery in their Indianapolis home. It took 7 years for all three men responsible to be convicted and sentenced in this high-profile case. Amanda's husband, Davey, encountered deep grief, obviously, and wrestled with many questions. Why? How could God allow this to happen? And now, how do you continue living with all that you've experienced? Davey is here this morning to answer those questions, as he does in his new book, Nothing is Wasted. And I got to read this book a couple of weeks ago and smiled and cried and thought about what a gift this book will be likely for so many people that have walked through or had some kind of trauma. How hard was it for you to be able to write this book now and to be so raw?
Well, it was very difficult. You know, when I sat down to write the first chapter, I had visceral experiences. You know, it was almost, at the same time, it was very cathartic. Mm-hmm. And I learned later that actually is a form of therapy. Yeah. To start writing down, to be able to have some kind of a trauma narrative and be able to file away the things that you've experienced in a way that seems meaningful, or that can bring meaning to something that seems so senseless.
Yeah, how do you answer that question now as a pastor's son and married to a woman who had a pastor as a father? That's a question that we get so often. And where do you find God in this? And boy, do you find God in this in so many ways, but how do you explain that for someone who may be watching this morning?
Well, yeah, that's a great question. You know, I mean, a lot of people have that existential question that says, how could God be loving and caring and kind if pain and suffering exists? And typically what I tell them now, retroactively, having experienced God through all of this, is that God shows up in your deepest and darkest moments. His heart is hurting more than your heart is hurting, because this is not what he meant for his creation. And so we experience pain because this world is broken and fallen, not because God's to blame. Yeah. There are certain things to blame for pain. Sometimes it's other people, sometimes it's ourselves, sometimes it's just the nature of the broken world that we live in. Sometimes it's a spiritual attack, but God always has a plan for our pain, and he's going to walk us through the valley very intimately and very personally, and that's what this book is all about.
And boy, did you do that. I mean, you walked us through moments, the day that it happened in the hospital, praying for her to survive. You take us into the courtroom, and I wanted to reread a section of that this morning. There were so many parts of this book that give people hope and joy, but I'll tell you what, it made me cry. And just reading this again this morning made me sick at my stomach. The part where you actually, you know, when it comes to Deanna Gordon and you get to like address him, and then how the family reacts to you. Can you just tell people a little bit? I mean, reading what you said to him was so powerful, and it may have led him to become a Christian and maybe be in heaven someday.
Yeah, absolutely. It could very possibly, but really I wanted to express to him, and you can read the whole statement of the book, but I wanted to express to him that I have chosen to forgive him. Even though I don't feel like forgiving, I have to choose that, because if I don't, it's going to destroy me, it's going to destroy the people that I love around me. And so bitterness can rot inside of you like a cancer and ooze out of you and begin to transfer onto other people and create a generational curse. And so there in the courtroom, I expressed that to him, and it was a powerful thing to see how he responded, to see the contrition that he responded with, but then also to see his family members and to be able to afterwards minister with them, pray with them, hug them, interact with them, and help them understand we don't hold this against you either.
They had like given up on God, and after what you said, they said, okay, you know.
His grandmother specifically said, I had given up on humanity and given up on God until I've seen how your family has walked through this. And that's the thing, Angela, you know, I don't want people to read this and go, wow, Davey's an incredible guy, because that's not what this book is about. It's about an incredible God who's carried me through the darkest moment of my life and can also carry everybody through the darkest moments of their life. And that's what I want the reader to really experience in this, is I want their hope to be restored in God and ultimately in how God interacts with us as humans.
You did it beautifully. Another thing beautifully that I loved was how we got to hear Amanda's own words, and you took items from her writings and her diary. Is that part of where Nothing is Wasted comes from, the title?
That's exactly where Nothing is Wasted comes from. There's two instances you read about it in the book, one in the hospital, where in a very providential moment, we had a phone that was playing Pandora radio station at the foot of her bed, and the song Nothing is Wasted by Elevation Worship came on in this randomized moment that right? Random.
Yeah.
But it's really, for Amber and I, her sister and I, we felt like God really stepped into the hospital room to really communicate to us. But it reminded us of what she did to restore furniture, that she believed that nothing was beyond repair, that she could take anything that the world discarded and she could put value back into it. And that's really what I felt like the Lord reminded me in the weeks after, why Nothing is Wasted became a mantra for our family, is that God restores all situations. Even if the world says this is senseless, this is irreparable, God says, no, I can take what the enemy means for evil in your life and turn it for good. Not just your good, but for the good of everybody who experiences it.
I also wanted to ask you, another part of the book that I loved was when you were doing the mini marathon and every step of that and the way you brought that in and the way you, I felt like I was there with you, but you really felt like you heard from God in those moments to kind of lead you to where maybe you are today even.
Yeah, absolutely. That was a very pivotal part of the journey. And I think that honestly, it might have been part of God's providence that I got hurt, because sometimes when we get hurt, so to speak, whether it's physically or whether it's emotionally, spiritually, we now our ears are attuned to God a little bit more. We're kind of going, okay, what is it that you're trying to teach me in what we call the classroom of pain? And that 6.5 mile journey that you read about in those 3 chapters is where God had my attention. And I'm going, okay, God, I don't want to waste this. I know you're not going to waste this, but how do I make sure I don't waste this and partner with you in whatever you're calling me to do in this next season?
What are you doing in this next season right now? I mean, obviously you've written this book. I mean, and I think part of it too, you mentioned in the book that you really felt like you needed to heal more before you could write it. So tell me a little bit about that and what you're doing now. Yeah,
well, now we help other people heal. And this book isn't written as a prescriptive book, it's more of a descriptive book. But now as we look back in retrospect, there are definitely some things that we have learned to say, okay, if you're walking through a difficult journey, then let us help you. And so we have an entire ministry called Nothing is Wasted that helps people in trauma, tragedy, and major life transition. And the seminal thing that we do is a course curriculum called Pain to Purpose that we launch in churches, college campuses, correctional facilities, and we're really helping people walk through whatever valley they're going through, no matter what the pain is, whether it's loss or whether it's childhood trauma or whether it's abuse or whatever it is. We don't want your pain to get you paralyzed, because God doesn't want your pain to get you paralyzed. And so we want to help you move forward, become whole again, and then find purpose through that pain as you do that. And so that's what we do every single day. Wake up with our team at Nothing is Wasted to help people.
Davey, amazing. Thank you so much for writing this book. And I can't imagine how many people are going to be healed and helped through what you've been able to do.
Yeah, well, thank you.
And using Good job. Thank you so much.
It's been an honor to be with you. Thank you.
Nothing is Wasted again officially comes out July 30th. Of course, you can pre-order it right now. There's also a public book launch event August 1st featuring live worship and more, all to honor Amanda's legacy. And we'll connect you to all of those details at fox59.com. Click on the morning news tab and find the story. And again, so good to see you.
Thank you, Angela.
All right, Jim.